I don't eat desserts, but I always save room for tres leches when I am fishing at Angler's Inn. I wanted to see if I could replicate one at home.
I love fishing and my wife more than a fat kid loves cake, but I love cake quite a bit too. Stay tuned, watch this awesome video from Hannah showing how she makes one of our favorite Mexican desserts.
Half past first cast is not on the water, as you can see. We're in the kitchen. And so we don't get interrupted, Pete's going to take Rooster for a walk. Woo. So see you guys later.
Come on, buddy. Let's go.
Today, instead of being in the boat, we're in the half past first cast kitchen. Today, I'm going to make tres leches cake. Also means 3 milk cake in English. It's a fluffy, milky cake that you find in every Mexican restaurant, bakery, taqueria, and what we love to eat down at Angler's Inn. It's just a light, spongy layer cake steeped with evaporated milk, condensed milk, and whole milk or cream. So tres leches cake is purely Latin American, and some argue that the first time it was created was in Nicaragua, and others think that it happened in Mexico. Although served purely in Latin America, it has ties all the way back to Europe. It's similar to the English trifle or the Italian tiramisu. Tres leches cake is always served as a celebration cake. It's a must-have at birthdays, graduations, and you'll even find it at weddings. All right, enough with the history. Let's make one. To start, we need to preheat the oven at 350 degrees. Next, apron. Anytime you have flour, you probably need an apron. So, the first thing we do is you get 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour and 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and you put it in your sifter. Make sure you get it all, get everything. Never wash your sifter. Once you're done with that, you put that aside. Make sure you sift. Don't forget that step. All right, the next thing you do is you cream 1 stick of butter, which is 1/2 cup unsalted butter, and 1 cup of white sugar. Lock it down. And mix until the butter and the sugar are light and fluffy. The next thing you do is you add 5 eggs. I've already cracked them. A 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And then you beat that well. I'll be back. And then we're going to take the flour, and we're not going to dump it all in at the same time. You do a little bit at a time so you don't end up with a cloud above you. And it gets everywhere and you get all the flour in the mixture. So turn it on very low. Start by putting a little bit in at a time. Once you see it in the bowl as being mixed in, add some more. And now it's time to put it in to our 9 by 13 greased and floured dish. I'm gonna pour the cake batter into. Make sure you get a spatula and get everything off. These will go in the oven for 30 minutes and then needs to cool. Okay, steps 1 through 4 are done. Alexa, start timer 30 minutes. Timer's up. Ready to take the cake out. And now you need to pierce the cake with a straw or a fork for what we need to do later after the cake cools down. The cake has cooled and you can see I've put fork marks into it. And the next step, step 6, is I combine 2 cups of whole milk, the whole 14-ounce can of sweetened condensed milk, and the 12 fluid ounces of evaporated milk. And the evaporated milk and the whole milk are like liquid, and the condensed milk is very, it's like caramel consistency. So I put it in a bowl, I mixed it up, and now it's all like liquid. And now we're gonna pour it over the cake. Here we go. So I just took the bowl that I'm going to make the whipping cream, the topping, out of the refrigerator. My mom always told me that when making whipping cream, you should do it in a cold bowl. If my mom said it, it's got to be true. I'm now going to take 1.5 cups of heavy whipping cream. It is thick. 1 cup of sugar. And a teaspoon of vanilla. And we're going to whip this together. And once thick and fluffy, we're going to put it over our cake. To get it fluffy, it could take a little while. Don't put it on high right away, it'll splatter everywhere. It's getting there. It's nice and fluffy, and you do not want to mix it. Once you have it fluffed, don't mix it or you'll lose the fluffiness. And there you have it. All right, Pete, now is the true test, the taste test
of the tres leches cake that Hannah made in the half-past first cast kitchen. Please be honest.
Well, you know I'm always honest. I'm the type of husband who, when you ask, does this make my butt look big? I won't say it makes your butt look big, but I will say it's not as flattering as it could be. So here it goes. It's soft. Ooh, that's good. Hold on, let me try it again just to make sure. That's really good. Good enough that almost we don't have to go to Mexico, but I'm going to go to Mexico anyway. But you might have to give them the recipe for your cake. Guys, you got to try it.